Yeah, we used to get it off the stove. Now we gon' get it off the rack. You're rocking with Frozen and bros. Like now in the zone, we need ice in the super chat. We bout to kick in them doors. Like get on the floor. I wanna know where it's at. We at the table with legends. When they get to talking, I bet they don't tell you that. Hold up. Wait, don't cut me off while I'm talking my talk. Been on the grind on our way to the top, and I still keep a G in the way that I walk. Same for the way that I talk, but we don't talk much, we just stay facts. And the fact is, we like Jay Black, and we bout to bring this whole game back. Now let's walk. You bout to walk with Frozen. You bout to walk with bros. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Yeah, we used to get it off the stove. Now we gon' get it off the rack. You're rocking with Frozen and bros. Like now in the zone, we need ice in the super chat. We bout to kick in them doors. Like get on the floor. I wanna know where it's at. We at the table with legends. When they get to talking, I bet they don't tell you that. Hold up. Wait, don't cut me off while I'm talking my talk. Been on the grind on our way to the top, and I still keep a G in the way that I walk. Same for the way that I talk, but we don't talk much, we just stay facts. And the fact is, we like Jay Black, and we bout to bring this whole game back. Now let's walk. You bout to walk with Frozen. You bout to walk with bros. Look at me. It's Big Froze, Big Froze. Big Froze, Big Froze. Now that you see it, they watch me like they watch the news. We don't do no talking, we know what they do for the views. If I took a loss, no, I got it all back. They just wanna talk, so we gonna talk facts. Got it out the mud, got it out the mud. Really on the blood, really on the blood. Yeah, they know it's up, yeah, they know it's up.
Frozy, welcome back to the channel. I'm happy to see y'all. Hopefully y'all happy to see me. Good morning. Don't say it while you yawning. We got a Wednesday show. It's time to go. I feel like this week has been the week of hiccups. You know, the week of little dumb shit. Testing your patience. Trying to get you to take a day off. Trying to get you to stop working. Trying to yuck the hustle up. That's what I feel like this week has been for me. Right? All the way down to today. I woke up, great spirits. Wifey sick as a dog. She like one of them people in the movies, you know, like almost like a million movies like this. Like she laying in the bed, she's sick, we don't know if she gonna make it type shit. And I'm like, should I stay home? And she's like, go. Like fulfill your destiny type shit, right? I'm like, you sure you don't want me to stay home? I will stay home today. Like I'll tell the zone, they'll understand. Like, all right, cool. I guess I'm gonna go then. But then by the time halfway got fucking down the street, I got a laundry list long of medicines and shit I gotta go get. All right. So, you know, we got to get back to the crib and make sure the lady is okay. Called off last night. Up that place. And sometimes you need a little day off. Yo, I want to say this real quick. I've been seeing this float around. I don't know who these niggas is who got a hold of Rosenberg Raw vs. Loso. I don't even know where this battle is dropped at. This was a battle that I did years ago, a bullpen. It never came out. And this person has been promoting it for weeks. And yeah, so hopefully this battle gets 0 views. I don't want anybody to watch it. I don't want any of my people to support it. But if you happen to watch it and support it, maybe you're a Loso fan too, I get it. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. And that bullpen battle that I booked with the bullpen with some really janky shit going on behind the scenes. I got robbed out of some money. I'm not going to say any names, but I'm sure you can make out who did rob me for some money. Not physically, finesse me, backdoor, no diddy. And I just don't want this battle out. And you know, I don't want anybody to recoup any money for this battle. You know, so I kept my mouth shut. I didn't drag anybody. I didn't shit on anybody, but I got fucked over at this event type shit. You know, and I didn't find out, so I got some paperwork to prove it. And you know, I'm very underwhelmed with this battle being released. Not only did I not like my performance because I thought that the crowd was a bunch of fucking yik yuckers, just more of the business behind the scenes and seeing how it ended up. You know, I just don't want it out. So it's out. It is what it is. We ain't gonna be crybabies. You know, this battle has no replay value. If niggas do watch it once, they will not go back again and watch it. So I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? I'm cool with it. It is what it is. How y'all feeling today? Let me see. Okay, let's get to the chat. Who was in here early? Hey, I went back and checked y'all work too. I went back. Y'all said y'all that day I showed up late as shit. Y'all said y'all was in here concerned. You guys were. You was not lying. I'm like, I see, damn. I hope Froze are all right. Y'all think he good? By the time I seen it, y'all was read napkins in the chat for Froze. Hell yeah, man, they burnt me. You know? So, I'll tell y'all actually. Y'all wanna know what happened? Y'all wanna know how I got burnt in this situation? Y'all wanna know how I got burnt? Yeah, I'll tell y'all. I'll tell y'all how I got burnt. So first I was contacted to do a battle by the bullpen. I was asked to take significantly less money because they didn't have it like that, which I never battled on bullpen. And I wanted the battle on bullpen. It was around the time where I was making my run. I wanted to battle on bullpen, make my debut on bullpen. I wanted to battle Oso. And you know, and at the time I was working. So the money wasn't a thing. So I said, you know what? Yeah, I'll take the pay cut. I'll do a favor. I'll take a pay cut. So did that favor. Flew out there. Battle was terrible. Loso was late. There was 25 people in the building, and nobody wanted to cheer for anything. Everybody wanted to go home. There was a northeastern tropical storm going on outside, thundering and shit. It just was a really, really shitty, bad vibe. I don't know why. Just wasn't feeling it. So afterwards, I get a call about asking me to sign a release form so this battle doesn't go on YouTube. It's gonna go on like BET or MTV or some shit like that, right? So before I could even ask if there was money involved in that, before I was asked if there was any money involved, I was told that there was money involved, right? But it was made to be like out of pocket. So, you know, the person I was speaking to was saying, yo, listen, I need you to sign this form for me. I said, listen, two things. I'll sign the form. One, if it's not going on the app. I said, I'm never going on the app unless I battle for them. I will never allow them to buy footage that I'm on, ever. I started my career there. And if my career ended at the Real Deal battle and you know, RBE and you know, TBL or whatever to this day, or from that day I stopped being under URL's contract, if that's the last day I battle for them, then that just would be it. They're not buying any footage and putting it up on the app. They must book me. And that was my position. So he ends up, you know, hit me with, listen, man, I send you some money right now to sign this contract. Just don't kill me. It's coming out of my pocket. What I didn't know was the sponsors and the people had given this person $1,000 to pay for everybody's release form. Everybody's release form. He gave me a quarter of that. It was like $200. So, and then I found out not only did he only give me 200 of the 1,000 that was owed to me, nobody else got any money. They just signed the release forms. He just talked them into doing it, allegedly. You know, so, you know, people you think is cool, you know, aren't always cool, you know, and it doesn't mean you got to dislike them or beef with them or anything like that. It's unfortunate, you know what I mean? Because, you know, I'm a genuine dude. I do good business. You know, I keep my word. And yeah, when I found that out years later that I was burnt, You know, it just was what it was. Bro said, thought you had some shit for that battle. So that's some really good shit. It just was a weird vibe. Bros was right there. Me and Bros went out there dolo. You know, so yeah. I couldn't, you know, for me, it was more like I expect hustling from league owners. You know, I don't know if I've ever met a business league owner who hasn't had some form of manipulation or hustle to get what he wants out of the deal. Right? Whether that's saying I don't have a lot of money, I might have to go in another direction if you don't take this price that I'm offering, or I got every league owner has done some, and you could just say it's just business. Gotcha. My point is, when it's done by like peers, people that you look at a little different, it stings a little more. It stings a little more. Because you kind of look at it from a standpoint of like, damn, you know how fucked up it could be around this joint. You know how messed up. You know how long it took us to get knowledgeable about this shit. Hit the like button, y'all. You know how long it took for us to and some of us still haven't, and some of us never will. You know how long it took for a lot of battle rappers to start understanding business and getting it. I don't think shit just lost some respect for some niggas. Pile that on top of, some other shit. Just was what it was. So if you see that Loso battle, make sure you only watch it once. Don't support that shit. I don't give a fuck who uploaded it and whose channel it's on. I don't care if that shit on Factz channel. I don't care if that shit's on Bullpen channel. Don't support that battle at all. I don't care who uploaded it. Man, that's who did upload it. Who did upload it? Let's see. Shit be corny, y'all. Hold on. So okay. Now this is perfect. Okay, so I could be wrong. I'm assuming if Battle Factz acquired this footage that he just sold it to somebody else. 18 hours ago, 62 views. Yes, that's what I want to see. Good. Nobody's watching that shit. Nobody cares about it. That's good news. He's not making $1 off of it. Yes. He's not making a damn dollar off of it. And I'm glad. I'm happy. So it should be so messed up sometimes, man. When you're in a cesspool full of broke ass people who just want to be the one person that makes it, you start realizing how scummy people are. You start realizing how scummy this culture is. Bullshit. You start realize how scummy some of these rappers are, how scummy some of these league owners are. You start really realizing it. You niggas don't give a fuck about nobody for real. I think that's the bittersweet part. You know what I mean? I think that's the bittersweet part. It's more like, damn, don't know. It's rare to see somebody that actually want to see you do good. I'm shocked you never said anything, Froze. Let me explain something to you. That's somebody that I thought highly of, off of my personal experience. Somebody that I thought highly of. Somebody that was in my PG class. He was always older than me. I looked up to him, right? I saw how he brought, things together with Bow Wow, BT, and it's just somebody that I had a lot of respect for. I know the allegations. I think that's where the ignorance comes in, thinking that you're above it. Thinking that you're above it, he won't do that to me. You know what I mean? We get ignorant like that. So, I just, I guess I was more. It took me some time to try to get the facts. You know what I mean? I actually spoke with him. But then I spoke with somebody else after I got off the phone with him, and yeah, so it was proven that I was thoroughly underpaid the money that I was owed to sign that release form. And then seeing text messages and shit, which this is more like ho shit. I really don't get into this. Somebody has sent me some screenshots of him talking shit about me to like a promoter, saying I was bad business and I was hard to work with. So that hurt my feelings. No Aussie shit, because I felt like I was being represented by somebody that I thought if somebody asked them about me, they would have said some fly shit. You know what I mean? And then seeing it from the other side, I was just like, ooh. A nigga smile, dap you up, and get on the phone and say, man, that turkey ass nigga, I just left him. I thought it was love. I thought it was genuine. You know what I mean? It's a battle rapper now. So low tier that he doesn't get paid more than $300 to $500 if anybody gives him that. He goes live every morning. I go live. He puts thumbnails together that are like cliffhanger, like in your window disses to me, right? These is niggas that I pulled up on and dropped shirts off to. These are niggas that I've given game to. These are niggas that I've invited to my platform, right? These are people that I've looked out for. These are people that I've told shit that they aren't even in a position to know, right? And you start seeing how not genuine relationships is in this culture. And I know the ones that are genuine now because, it's been that way for a long time. It's just never changed. You know what I mean? We didn't have falling outs. I'll give you an example. Me and ARP have fallen out once or twice. Twice. A nigga got 25 viewers, but consistently trying to go live at the same time that I'm going live. We from the same area. We local. You know what I mean? Yucking at its fullest. But at the same time, I can't be mad at anybody for not being at a point where I'm at mentally. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is young boys crabbing the barrel, just trying to get to the next come up for attention. I also realize when you're dealing with somebody who will take attention as form of payments, the niggas be hoes. You can never lock in with them in a good way, bad way. They hoes. When a nigga will take some attention as a form of payment, you stay away from them, bro. Stay away from them. No bullshit. Niggas will take attention as a form of payment. My bad, y'all. I'm a little rambling and scrambling this morning. Mickey dropping at 12 o'clock. It's going to be a movie. I got that letter for Verb dropping around 2 or 3 o'clock. Froze, he got paid $1,400 on the... I don't even know who you are to even verify that. Yeah, I don't even give a fuck. Somebody like that will pay him. They're idiots who don't know how to do business anyway. That's why I hold him out of 10 racks. Yeah, you talking about somebody who's shitty at business who don't know what the fuck he doing, giving somebody some money who ain't worth it. I get it. I mean, that ain't surprising. No, you ain't missed nothing. We just talking. We just chatting. That's why I only got my wife and one homie from high school that I call a friend for real. Just a part of maturing and realizing niggas ain't sturdy. I think when you realize family and blood don't make you close, you start really looking at everything differently. I think you start looking at everything differently when you start realizing cousins and uncles and aunties and siblings don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? When you start looking at it like that, I can't go more than 24 hours and that's long, without checking on my brother. Right? But I have other brothers and sisters that I got love for, but I won't talk. I'll talk to my little sister once or twice a year. It's love. But we ain't like this at all. My younger brother, cool as shit. Fly, funny, young boy. You know, mid-20s, living his life. We could go a year without talking. I don't miss him. He don't miss me. You know what I mean? When we see each other, it's hugs and it's love. But, you know, it's not the same. It's not the same. I could go a year without talking to that nigga and I won't notice it until we talk. Damn, I ain't talked to you in a year, little bro. You all right? How you doing? How the girl doing? You know what I'm saying? He don't never call and check on my kids. They all his nieces and nephews. Now, he young. I get it. I don't hold that against him. I don't take it personal because he was raised an hour away from us. My pops got married to his mom. You know what I mean? Stayed with his mom. And his mom and my pop never forced us to be tight. They never forced us. Before that, it was like that. You know what I mean? But they never forced us to have a relationship. It was different when we was being raised. We were forced. So I used to think you had to fuck with your cousin. I used to think you had to fuck with your uncle. I used to think you had to be cool with family until you start growing and learning that they're more a detriment to you than any stranger could be. You know what I mean? They're more, yeah. He said, okay, he a half brother. Yeah, but Slim's my half brother. Me and Slim are close. Not as close as me and bros, but we're close. You know, I done paid tens of thousands of dollars for commissary for him. Like tens of thousands of dollars. I done put his bail on my name multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Signed off on shit, put my signature on shit for him. So I love all my brothers and sisters. I think the point that I'm making is if we share the same parent, unless we are going through something, us not talking for a year or two straight is crazy to me. Not even a text, a hello. You know what I mean? So I think when you look at things like that, you start devaluing, friendships that are even outside of your family. Because it's almost like, well, damn, if I ain't even close with half of my cousins in my family. They the most fucked up people I know. Fuck am I giving you a chance for? You know what I mean? So, you know, you'll find genuine people, but, you know, just finding a friend is tough nowadays. The world isn't crafted like that anymore, to have friends. You know what I mean? To find friends is rare. People mentality, people attention span shorter. The internet attention, likes on a post, all these things supersede friendships. Unless you're fucking with a good person, you know? I don't know. But that's how I look at it. I would think at least for the holidays, birthdays, shit like that. Nope. I got, yeah, I don't want to keep using my little brother because I love that little nigga. He cool as shit, man. I got kids who have never met my little sister, right? She's having kids now, right? They haven't even met her. They don't even know her. You know what I mean? Now, she has moved away in the last couple of years, but when she was around too, though, like her parents, they never forced them to, like, you know, be involved in a way where it was like, you know, they felt obligated as aunties and uncles and shit like that, you know? So, man, people, it doesn't matter if you're blood related. It doesn't matter if you grew up together. It doesn't matter if your parents are brother and sister. None of that shit matters. That person still could be a shitty person and you ain't got to fuck with them. You don't. I don't give a fuck if y'all first blood, second blood, third blood. You do not have to mess with nobody at all, especially if you got kids. If you got kids and a lady at home, but if you got kids, you have now started to build your own family. Your own family, meaning they're going to be molded, they're going to be shaped, they're going to think the way you teach them, the principles and the way you think, what you find valuable, respectful, what you think manners is, what you think is rude. They're all going to adopt that. You know, for people who have problems with their family and they haven't started creating a family yet, it's a little difficult for you to understand it and navigate. But the moment you start having kids, you get a wife, you get a girlfriend, a real serious relationship, I'm telling you, you'll start being, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if I don't talk to Aunt Ruby for 3 days. I'm tired of that bitch anyway. She disrespectful anyway. When you start getting like that, it feel good. And I'll beat all her sons the fuck up. I don't give a fuck which one of them don't like what I said. When you get in that mindset, now don't go trying to fight your cousins. I'm trying to help you understand a mindset. When you understand it, don't matter if we fucking cousins, brothers, none of that shit matters. Are you a good person to me? Am I a good person to you? That's what it is. Period. Period. You know, can I call you and invent and know it ain't gonna go to the next phone call? You know what I mean? Shit like that. Can I lean on you when I'm weak mentally? Yo, man, I'm getting tired of this shit. That's why I say, hey, bro, you got it, man. Stop bitching. You got it, bro. I know that shit tough. Come on, I'm gonna come through in a minute. We're gonna go get a little beer or something. Smoke a little blunt, talk about it. I got you, Brody. I'll be there tonight. Just gotta take the kids home from softball practice. That genuine love. People get too old. Quote fucked up. It is not blood is thicker than water. It's blood is the covenant is thicker than water of the womb. I don't know what that shit means, but thank you. It sounds like some Bible shit. The relationships you build throughout life and the people you treat you right are the ones that you keep close, not blood. That blood thicker than water shit is the biggest lie anybody could ever tell you. That is the biggest lie anybody could tell you. You know? It's a lie. And it's bad. It's actually bad advice. It'll make you stick around somebody who's hurting you. It'll make you stick around somebody who puts you in danger. You know, I've been shot at 2 times in my life. Both my cousins. Both times. We're literally blood relatives. You know, you can't make shit like that up. You know? 2 times in my life I've been shot at. Both of them were my cousins. One was my first cousin. His mom and my dad, sister and brother. Other nigga, just a cousin, but still was blood though. You know? I'll never fuck. I could have killed him. Literally. We were in a studio. It was one of my younger cousins and shit. We was in a studio every single day. He's one of the hottest rappers I ever met in my life. So talented. He's like a hybrid between me and LTE Capone type shit. And you know, he had a drug problem. And he would steal shit. You just had to watch him. And one time we were working on an album. We had about 12 songs done. None of them were mixed down. None of them were ready to be released. He wanted to drop the album so bad, and just to cloud off of Rosenberg Raw. That's what it was. It wasn't because he had 5 albums out already. He was dropping bullshit ass albums. As far as quality wise, they were good, but quality wise, he was just dropping shit every other month. So he had music out. He didn't need to get music out, and he had a small fan base. He just wanted an album out with the word Rosenberg Raw on it, right? And you know, we told him we weren't dropping it until we were ready, until they got mixed down. So he came to the studio one day, brought a hard drive, dubbed all our music off of the computer, took it home, and then the next day he dropped an album with all these songs on it. Mind you, these were all my songs, all of them. He was just featured on them. Maybe 1 or 2 was his idea, the hook and shit. These are all my songs, right? They were all our songs, bare minimum. He brought in the USB. He took all his songs, and then the next day there was a Dat Piff mixtape album out with all our songs on it. So he was banned from the studio from that day. He wasn't allowed back at the studio for me and my partner. We told him you're not allowed here. Mind you, when I met this person that had hooked me up with this studio situation, he was Rosenberg Raw'd out. Oh my God, Rosenberg Raw is here. Oh my! So I had full access to this shit. Me and him got close, and then we became partners. He had the access I had, but nobody in the studio knew who he was. Nobody knew him. Nobody was a fan of him. Nobody gave a fuck about him. He was my man's. Now, what they didn't know that I knew was he was fire as shit. And the moment I put a beat on, if they like rappers that's hot, they gonna like him. That's exactly what happened. All right, yeah, this the famous guy, but he's the talented one. He's gifted. He was special. So he gets himself kicked out the studio. He online dragging me, posting all my personal business and shit like that. And, you know, I just told him, when I see you, I'm going to beat you the fuck up. Like, it was my little cousin. You know what I mean? He's never, ever in his life won a fight against me at that point. He still was young, like 19, something like that. So I'm like, yo, when I see you, I cannot wait to see you because I'm going to fuck you up. And I'm going to record it too. Yeah, I got you. You want to play internet games? I got you. I'm going to fuck you up and I'm going to record it. And don't go try to get any of your brothers. They know how much of a fucking turk you is, right? I already talked to him. I already told him I'm fucking you up on some cousin shit. Don't pull the big brother card because then I got to rumble you and then I'm getting my big brother. Now we're having a family Royal Rumble. Just let him get his dose of medicine. He need it. All right, so once I got the, all right, cool. All right, boom. I let him know, yo, I'm fucking you up when I see you. Go ahead, keep putting your diss tracks up. Keep putting your post up. I'm going to fuck you up when I see you. So at this point, I was selling drugs. That's all I did. Sold weed. I had a whole fucking weed block on the West End and North End at this time. This is back in 2015, y'all. For all you ratting on yourself, I'm sitting along going weed legal in fucking PA now. We hustling. And I had a routine. I used to get up at like 7, 8 a.m. every day, no matter what day it was. You know, Saturday, Sunday, weekends, I never slept in. So this particular morning, I had the shits. I don't know why every time something happens to me, it has something to do with me having to take a shit. I had the shits. I go downstairs. Now this, mind you, I'm living with I'm running in and out of a bitch crib at this time. Like I live there, but like I don't live there. I'm really just, I'm there type shit. So I got to take a shit 4 in the morning. I ate some bad shit at the casino. I go down to the joint, ain't no toilet paper. So I'm like, fuck. So I couldn't, like, I'm on the bathroom sink, kind of like holding my stomach, like, yo, my God, I'm not going to make it to the store. We had a little poppy store 25 steps away from the crib, but it's like any one of these steps, I might fucking boo-boo on myself type shit, right? So I'm like, yo. So I sit there for about 5 minutes, deep-ass breaths until this shit went away. This shit hit a Yui, boop, boop. I'm like, oh, all right, I'm good. It's going to come back, though. You already know how that go. The shit go away, you know it's swinging back. So I'm like, all right, I got a window. You know, I got a window. I could get to the I could get to the poppy store now. It's like 6:30, 7 a.m. in the morning. No bullshit, bro. I get out. My car is parked in our driveway. Our driveway is so skinny that if I cut the wheel left or right as I'm backing out, I'm going to hit the gate with my rear view mirrors on either side, right? Either side. That's how skinny the driveway is. So it's no maneuvering in this driveway. It's backing up, pulling in. That's it. So, you know, I start my car and I had an Acura MDX. I swore this truck was a fucking Range Rover, but it was my first car. Nice as shit, too. All white John, fucking leather interior, you know, fucking sunroof. I swore this Acura MDX truck was the most fire as shit. It was, though. It was a nice car, and it was my first car. First car. I love that shit. I miss that shit to this day. I'm going to buy one in a couple months. How old were you? 20. So this is 2014, 2015. What's it, 2026? I'm 33, 23, 22, 23? No, he said you driving to the store 20 steps to the block is crazy work. Not if you know you got a bad doodle on the horizon. You know what I mean? Let me ask you a question. Quick change of subject, but it's on topic, actually. Would you rather shit yourself walking or driving? I would say I'd rather shit myself in a car. I know that's a crazy question, but actually think about it. If you had to shit yourself and there was no avoiding it, would you rather shit yourself in a wheel that you're driving or walking? I'm going to say I'd rather shit myself driving. I could get somewhere faster, and I ain't got to bump into nobody knowing I got an ass full of shit in my pants. You know? And people want weed at 7 o'clock in the morning, too. I don't know if you know that. You know? If you was the weed man in your neighborhood, you know. Niggas want weed. I was ready to go fulfill orders and shit. from the 4, 5, 6 o'clock hour. So when you decide, man, there's never a point where it's not a text message, yo, you around, ever throughout no hour of the day. Not 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. Don't matter. There is a text or a missed call from somebody trying to buy some fucking weed. That's a fact. All hours of the day. Matter of fact, when you the weed man, if you want to get some sleep, your shit got to go on silent when you ready to lay down. Niggas don't give a fuck about that sleeping shit, I'm busy shit, or none of that shit when they want they bud, bro. They don't care about you got to take your daughter to practice. They don't care about your wife being sick. They don't give a fuck about you having to go to the hospital because you had a weird feeling in your chest. Niggas, all right, well, what time you gonna be home though? Nigga on the table dying. You leave that shit with a little bro or something? Text me. Niggas don't give a fuck. So I wasn't just driving 25 steps and shit. I'm pretty sure if I got in that wheel, I was ready to bust down some moves. Back to the story though. So I'm sitting in my wheel for like 5 minutes. Finally, I throw this shit in reverse, skinny driveway and shit. So I'm looking out the back and I'm blocked in. Not to where I can't back out into the alley, but I can't back out to the left and get on the street because there's this car there. But it's sitting there. So I can't flash my beams because I'm backing out of the driveway. So I stop, throw it back in park and tap the brakes 2 times, try to give him the go ahead, dickhead, like hurry up type shit. And I see he don't move. So then I don't even honk at him. I hit him with the half honk. It wasn't even a loud John. It was like, when you like pop jab your horn and it squeak. It don't horn. It ain't a big ass beep. It's just little squeak. I hit him with the little 2-time squeak, little boo boo. Hey, bro, you got it. So then I see they not moving and I recognize the car. So now I'm in my rear views because my accurate DM, it wasn't like a 5% tint, but it had a nice tint to it. So I'm looking through my rear view and shit, and I'm like, yo, is that? I know that ain't who the fuck I think it is. Because who it was, I don't want to say his name. I don't fuck with that nigga. I ain't cool with him at all. No, this wasn't Cousin. Cousin didn't have no driver. Cousin had drivers and shit. Like he had flunkies. You know what I'm saying? He didn't drive. He didn't have his license or nothing like that. But when I realized what car I thought it was, I'm like, oh, shit. I had a cousin that lived 10 steps down from me. So sometimes I would come outside and run into other relatives being at my uncle crib. Right down the street. We was right next to it. I was neighbors. It was my crib, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 7 cribs down on the block. That was my uncle crib. So I would run in the family, not coming to see me, just being on the fucking block or something like that, in the alleyway coming to see my uncle or my cousins or something like that. This is a weird time to have visiting hours. Like this, so when I seen the car and I peeped it, I'm like, yo, that look like, what's it called? Them flunky. So I get out the car. When I get out the car, now I see who's in the car. I see Bull, who I thought it was. I see Lil Cuzzo that I said I'm going to beat him the fuck up when I see him. And I see his big brother in the back. Now, his big brother, that's probably one of my closest cousins. We was best friends our whole childhood. I don't even think we could fight. But I know he not about to stop me from punching on Lil bro as soon as I tell him why I'm about to beat Lil bro up. And the fact that this car wasn't moving, it kind of looked like Lil Cuzzo pulled up to see what type time I was on. So I'm like, oh, this little pussy. Because when I was telling him I was gonna knock him out, he wasn't just saying, okay, yeah, I know you are, big Cuzzo. He told my pussy, I splatty your shit. I empty the whole clip on you. You know what I mean? Nah, Extendo, the shit went away. Thank God the shit went away, because I probably would have shitted on myself. What ended up happening. So I get out the car and I seen I had my Kel-Tec on me and my Trey Deuce, both my guns. Now I know he threatened me with that shit, but I'm more on the mindset like he would never shoot at me. He ain't even cut like that. I don't even think he's a shooter. So I'm like, yo, get out the car, pussy. You remember what I told you? Like, I got one foot up on the driver's seat. Once I identified it was him, I start rolling up my pants and shit, tying my sneakers up and shit like that. I'm talking to him too while I'm doing it. I got one leg on the driver's side. Yeah, I'm about to fuck you up. You was running your mouth too, got you. I'm glad you pulled up thinking you was tough too. Watch this. Ooh, this is about to be my first one of the summer. I'm talking out loud. Oh, this ready to be the first knockout of the summer. I'm excited. So he get out the car. He get out the car. He got a cigarette on the edge of his fucking lip like this and shit. You know, barely holding it. So he go to the trunk. Now, mind you, when he got out, I could kind of see like some slides on his feet. So I'm like, oh, I bet. He pops the trunk. And I'm like, oh, yeah, put your sneakers on, pussy. Mind you, I done took my guns out. He seen it. Look, I'm like, I don't even need these for you. You so light. Like, you so light. You was talking so, nigga, you stole my songs. I'm pumping myself up as he getting ready and shit. You know what I mean? So he closes the trunk. I see him fidgeting with some shit in the trunk. He closes the fucking trunk and his hands is under the trunk and shit. And before I fully identified that he had a fucking gun in his hand and I could grab my shit, he started letting that motherfucker off. I'm like, oh shit. So I immediately, the best thing I did, which probably could have got me wiggy, I dropped down to my ass. No diddy. Like, I just completely dropped down and shit. So now I'm like kind of like under my car and shit, squirming under my car. And the car skirts off. So, you know, I'm peeking and shit. I don't see nothing. I get up, grab my shit. This nigga is like he's running up the alleyway like he sprained his ankle or some shit. He didn't get out the car with these niggas. When they skirted off, they left him. Now I'm sure they picked him up around the corner. But I'm watching him run up the alleyway. Our alleyway is like 75 fucking yards long, bro. Long ass alleyway. Long ass alleyway. So I'm looking at him with I'm like, yo, I could shoot him. Now, if I'd have shot him, he's retreating. The law in PA was even though he shot at me, if I'd have shot him in his back, they'd have charged me with some shit. They'd have charged me with some shit. But yeah, man, I never forgot that shit. I never fucked with him again, and I never will like that. I still love him, but I'll never fuck with him again, and I'll never trust him. I'll never trust him. You know, family though. You know, family. What happened to Big Cuz? What, his big brother that was in the back seat? No, when the car skirted, he never got out the car. He never got out the car. Damn, you still love him after that? For sure. Nigga, I love his mom. I love his brothers. I'm close with some of his brothers. Like, you know, that he'll never stop being my little cousin. I know he a druggie. I know he ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, his life ended up turning out, you know, very shitty. I mean, I think he's doing like 7-8 years right now for some of his shit. Yeah, I seen him since. The next time I seen, I'm gonna tell you, family. The next time I seen him, it was a battle. I had some dude had booked my man's had booked a battle event locally in this neighborhood that my family's from. I'm very well known in this neighborhood, and he booked it versus some local dude that I was going to fucking embarrass. But there was some shit going on around the way where I was into it with some people, with a lot of people, and all these people were there at once. So you know, we pulled up on dog shit. And there ended up being a fight inside the bar before I could get in there and even get mic'd up or battle or anything. I pulled up, they were niggas falling and running out of the bar within 5 minutes of me being there. So I'm peeping it. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't want to battle. I definitely didn't want to battle. There was literally 400 people outside in a venue that might have fit 80 to 120. I overpacked this shit 4 times. They was there to see some Rosenberg Raw. This was going to be the first time this neighborhood got to see me battle. A neighborhood where I was known for battling ever since I went pro and went to smack and shit. This would be the first time they ever see me battle in years. You know what I'm saying? So this was a big time. We was beefing with a lot of niggas. So when the fight happened inside, the next time I seen Lil Cuzzo that shot at me, I was outside the bar. And the moment it started going haywire, it started moving towards us and shit. So I pulled my shit out. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Bro said, I told bro, I'm not going to this battle. We gonna die. That's exactly. And bros didn't go to that battle either. He was married at the time, so he wasn't on nothing. Bros wasn't on shit. But husband bros. Shouts out to him, though, because he was always right. So I see him out the side of my eye, and, like, we kind of looked at each other, and I'm like, Like, pussy, you shot at me. And he's kind of puppy dog eyeing me like, no, not here. Like, I got you. If shit ain't good. And you know, we just looking at each other for like 10 seconds. And he like, I got you, bro. You ain't got to say nothing. I got you. So I'm like, all right, say that. So he had me, you know. I gave him one of my Jones. It ended up going haywire. We ended up getting out of that bitch. I pulled over at a gas station. He handed my shit. He got out. I sat there with him for 12 minutes. We talked. I said 12 minutes. I sat there with him for about 10 minutes. I didn't see him 12. I sat there with him for about 10 minutes and we talked. My uncle came and picked him up. And then, you know, that was like the last time we spoke to each other. He ended up getting booked after that. You know what I mean? But, you know, one thing he said was, I mean, bro, if I really wanted to shoot you, I'd have shot you, bro. I was tripping. I was 24-hour binge. I just got my drugs and shit. You know, it was what it was. I never said I fucked with him. I talked to him. Yeah. That's you, J27. You would have never talked to him again. That's okay. My life not yours. Yours not mine. You know what I mean? He would have had to rumble me for that. So let me ask you a question. You want me to rumble somebody who just shot at me? I mean, if him shooting at me was a direct indication, hey, big cuz, I'm not rumbling you. Was it or was it not? I got the message. Y'all niggas act like y'all can pause time and start thinking for other people. Like, you can pause time and say, all right, he got to rumble me, and he's going to rumble me because this nigga shot at me already. Avoid fighting me. Fuck what I think I'm going to get a fade at any time. Or, you know what I mean? So, at that point, I just kind of had to let it go. Y'all already gave me the message about fighting. You know, and then he held me down in a situation where it was ready to get a little bad for me. Could have got bad for me. You know what I mean? So it was what it was. That don't mean we close. That don't mean we friends. But I told you we didn't talk again after that like that. You know, I'm never dying behind no pride. That's what growth is. That's what maturing is. You know? I'm not ready to get... I mean, the album had 300 fucking views on it. It wasn't mixed down. It was a terrible album. I didn't take no loss from it. And then the dude that I was fucking with, that I made that music with, I stopped fucking with him. I burnt him. You know? So it was nothing to salvage. It was what it was. It was just a time when we was out in the streets doing dumb shit. You know? I'm glad I didn't fucking let my anger and ego drive me to go do something to him before shooting at me. Thinking that I had to get back at him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not on drugs. I do got a straight mind. You know, but when you an internet nigga and you ain't never been through shit, you know, it might be easy to say what you would have did. You know what I'm saying? Until somebody you love do some shit you couldn't imagine. And then you like, you know, how could you pre-decide what you would do in a situation that would shock you? You know? It's something that would shock you, that you would never foresee happening. You can't say how you would act in that situation. You don't know. It's never happened. You know? Imagine somebody that you help raise, that you love, that you look at like a little brother, that you will fucking kill somebody for, that you would throw it away for because of this unspeakable family bond that y'all was raised and, you know, y'all grew up protecting each other, no fair fights, and he fight, we all fight. Like, you just mentality. Imagine somebody like that shooting at you. What you mean you would have just never spoken to him again, or he would have, oh, you don't know what you would have did. It took me weeks to process that shit. I was fucked up over that shit. Because at the first point, I'm like, all right, either he shoot and he can't shoot for shit because my back was to a truck. We was only about 15 yards away from each other tops. How the fuck could he have missed? I know my fat ass dropping down on my ass and sliding down under the car wasn't why I didn't get hit. That's just what my body told me to do. You know what I mean? So you start thinking about that shit. Was he really trying to shoot me? Hell yeah, man, that nigga wasn't trying to shoot me. You know. So I can't really say how you would react. I don't think you really can either. Teofimo Lopez, don't let a goofy get you off the Tio Froze. He been calling me Tio Froze. He been calling me Tio Froze since Shakur put that ass whooping. You know, put that ass whipping on him. Every day he been calling. Hey, T.O. Froze. T.O. Froze. Hey, we 44 minutes away from the Mickey letter from Hitman from Mickey Factz. Were you guys here yesterday when we got this expedited from 4 o'clock to 12 o'clock? Ice is in the chat, y'all. My bad. I know I've been rambling for 50 minutes. I'm sorry. You know, I'll tell you what, I didn't have shit for y'all today. Thank God for blessing me. He didn't give me height. He didn't give me athletic ability. He flirted with the looks, depending on who you ask. You know, but he created me an ability to fucking talk. I don't know why he looked at my fat ass and said, freckles and an ability to talk. Yeah, that's what we gonna have for him. That was my makeup, all right? I didn't have shit for y'all, but for some reason, hold on, connection poor. Am I lagging for y'all? Let me know if I'm lagging. Bonnie Cassidy diss fire. That's Bonnie. That's Bonnie saying that. So, I'm good. Okay. It just say poor on my M. All right, cool. Long we good. That's what he gave me. That's what he gave me. A gift to speak. I didn't have any topics today. All I knew was we were going to talk about Mickey at 12. Freestyle this whole 55 minutes with just real life stories and shit like that. Sometimes I'll be surprised I could do that shit. I just looked down at the time. I was like, yo, shit, what the fuck did I just talk about for 52 minutes? You know? Bros, you just go and inspect them kitchen hoods and them fucking fire extinguishers before you need to be monetized quicker than you fucking able to get there. Speaking of. Everybody click on that's Walk with Bros. That's Brosy. If you haven't subscribed, hit his name right there and just go subscribe to him. Yeah, you worrying about what I'm doing. You know, I forgot about the show completely today. I'm late. It's all good. It's all good. But you pulled up, though. And you ain't, well, you might have missed the best part, but we still got, we just had a fire-ass 52-minute conversation about nothing but something. Type shit. I'm ready to play A Vicky just for the fuck of it. I don't be spamming it on y'all. I don't be spamming A Vicky as hot as it is, as much views as it got. I don't be spamming it on y'all. Hold on. What we got? Bros at 622. Now, listen, I was talking big shit, y'all. I'm going to be honest. I told Bros I have him with 1,000 subscribers in a week. Now, 3 days. Because I said that after he dropped his first video. We at 622. Y'all kind of making me look sturdy. I can't lie. Who got the better French fries, Hardee's or Checkers? Checkers, not even close. I never even know. Checkers. I told Bros I'd get him to 1,000 in a week. You know, I was talking some big boy shit. We at 623 now, though. I'm going to drop the link. We're going to sit here for 10 minutes as this is the back screen for 10 minutes. And I'm just going to be posting it. Nigga said Hardee's. They fries not better than the Arby's. Fucking Checkers by a mile. By a mile. Friends won't tell you Frozy will. Okay, 629. We rolling. Let's go. Y'all keep hitting that sub button. We just trying to get Brody monetized. Don't y'all want him to quit? I want him to quit. He not quitting when he get monetized, I promise. I got some Za hour. Oh, shit. I'm tripping. I got to get used to this. Hold on, y'all. Let's pay some bills. Frozy, hey, you in the southeastern PA area, got an event coming up, a little baby shower, sweet 16, B-Day party, even a family reunion, hit up my good friends at Primo Hoagies, and they'll take care of you. I guarantee satisfaction with the best sandwiches in the area. Hit up these two locations, 904 Chester Pike, Prospect Park, PA, 1149 Westchester Pike, Westchester, PA. Don't just visit them for lunch. Let them cater your next event. Remember, it's not a hoagie, it's a Primo. If your friends won't tell you, Frozy will. Rosie, hey, you a medical marijuana patient or a recreational stoner like Froze? You in the DMV area? Most importantly, Rockville, Maryland. Hit up my good friends at Peak Relief Dispensary. They got the best products. We're talking about pre-rolls, shatter, sand, edibles, vapes, but most importantly, premium flower. And on top of that, they got the best loyalty reward system in Maryland. It's not even close. Head over to Peak Relief Dispensary. Tell them Froze sent you. That's 2001 Chapman Ave, Rockville, Maryland. If your friends won't tell you, Frozy will. Type shit, type shit. Not bad. Speaking of, I got some peak relief right here. We're gonna see what it's hitting for. Mook will return. Pre-recorded ads, productions putting work in. Type shit, type shit. Hey Slim, I look at you as a real one, bro. Please explain how a nigga like Verb even got motion. 633, let's go. 633. Verb used to be inspiring. I think that he's been so long removed from those days that people could forget. You know, he spearheaded a movement for a coast, almost a region of rappers that the East Coast didn't give a fuck about. We could care less about a Chicago or St. Louis or like rappers. You understand what I'm saying? Battle rappers. And he was the captain of the ship, saying, no, we Midwest and we're just as talented, if not more talented. And I'm gonna show you. Verb had the heart to do that. Verb did not care about rivaling New York. He wasn't scared of the Mecca. He wasn't scared of the East Coast. It didn't impress him one bit. Almost a Warriors mentality when he first got in the game. They came all the way up from St. Louis in the brittle cold of New York trying to battle Murder Mook Goods and these niggas in the middle of the city. They didn't give a fuck. You know, so that's inspiring, especially if you're somebody like Rosenberg who comes from a place that is outside of Philly, that 99% of Philly people would tell you, oh, don't go over there. Ain't nobody up there. Yeah, yes. Listen, stop here. Them niggas is weird. They pussy and they not on shit. When you got the Mecca of your hometown telling anybody from the outside that that's what it's like where you from, to see Verb break that mold, bust down that door, you know what I mean? And it made you say, damn, some corny ass niggas from Norristown wearing some K-Swiss and this dingy ass white tee and no swag, just with a little bit of rapping skills might be able to get on. You can't take that from Verb because he's Vicky today. He wasn't always Vicky. You know, he wasn't always Vicky. He just wasn't. You know, I was about to say, Crease, Spring Garden, and then I said Spring Garden, like that was the apartment complex name and shit. Is there a cross block freaky? I'll come pick you up after the fucking party. You shitting me? Oh, he gonna be down for yeah, you down for I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Spring Garden, the west side of Philly. Okay, more Center City, yeah. That shit down there, Fairmount. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Unless you got your own will. That's about 35 minutes, freaky. About 25, 35 minutes. Bro was never on. K-Swiss used to be that work back in the day. Yeah, I'm not driving downtown, but if you want to, I'll tell you what, I'm writing, I'm writing Broad Colony, Mount area, Oak Lane area. You know, I'm right there. So if you want to pull up, I don't know if you smoke or not, Freaky, but you definitely could pull up if you're gonna be in the Ills area. I did your Cash App this morning. Thank you for the Cash App. Appreciate it, Brody. Okay, I see. Much love, much love. Thank you. Appreciate that. Verb also taught us hip hop cockiness isn't always mean you're confident or skilled. Yeah, you can't take away what Verb did in totality. So when you say how did a dude like that get respect, there wasn't always spaces. Spaces was the detriment of Verb. And his mystique and his heroic vibe around everything he did. You know, what part of PA you gonna be in? You're looking at Verb now and Verb the last year or 2 years or 3 years and making a judgment off that, but this wasn't what the climate was when he was cooking. Right? You say what you want about him. He beat Lux and Mook to so many people. They're both on my Mount Rushmore. So, but then they'll lose the gyms. So, for some money, a judge battle. You know what I'm saying? That's the story of A-Verb. Why do we call Mook the GOAT when he recorded Drake and put it out to the public? That made Drake leave. The first NBA player isn't Move, Mike, or Kobe. Wait, isn't Move? The first. So he's not just the first, because he's not the first. Actually, Jay Mills was the first. So don't mistake. Yeah. Jay Mills was before him, if you didn't know. So we can't use that analogy that he was the first, because he wasn't even the first URL headliner. I agree with that too, Mike 305. I agree with that. The judges said what they said, but I agree with that. So let's take we've already kind of cooked part of your point by you saying it in the sense, well, just because Mook was the first doesn't mean he's the Michael Jordan. Well, you're correct, because Jay Mills was the first, and he's no Michael Jordan in battle rap. I think that what people miss about Murder Mook, he's more like Kobe. The longevity, how long he was able to be a superstar, how he was able to hit a slump throughout that tenure, you know, Iron Solomons and, you know, those battles around that time when he was still trying to figure it out. But when greatness is a loosely used word. Some people use great, legend. I think we all do it way too fucking loosely. And the truth of the matter is, greatness is hard to obtain. Mook has obtained greatness, then lost it, and then regained it. That's when you start talking about legends and shit. I don't know any fucking body in any sport that could have been in that sport for over 25 years, and in year 25, arguably be having their best year. I mean, what are we talking about here? Right? What are we talking about here? It didn't take him 25 years to get good. He was good. He was great at multiple periods throughout the 25 years. You know how many eras in battle rap we have been through in 25 years? Well, we had the big ass, stupid ass white tee corner camcorder era. You know, the olden days. Right? And then we had the city versus city before battle leagues, you know, barbershop, music, you know, music store, people gathering to see battles days. Then we had our grind time days. Then we had our URL days. And then battle rap is now a fucking profession to some people. I mean, Mook stood the time. And you can make a case today that he is still top 3 to this day. And some would say not 3 or 2. I'm some. So, don't try to rewrite history with hatred, gang. Verb is incapable of reaching God tier status. He's already did. As he kept it is a different topic. Has he kept that status? Has he lost that status? Right? Oh, I didn't even, well, absolutely, I skipped from Fight Club and Lion's Den. That's a great point. You know, I call my connect like, you know, you need more powder. Yeah, absolutely. I know Mook's Fight Club shit too. That when Mook was in Fight Club and shit, that's when he was running around with the bull who was like 6'6", who used to fucking overly hype his bars, almost used to make Mook not likable. Remember that? Remember that? Remember that era of Mook? Long do-rag when he had the 6'5" dark-skinned bull who used to dance and pop lock before him while he was rapping. But if anybody else used to make a noise, he used to be like, shh, shh, shh. He'd be doing the most fucking yelling, the most antics in the background. Anybody else in the building, including Mook people, make a sound, he used to be like, shh, shh. Hard as shit. He used to make me hate Mook, bro. Mook was so fire, and I didn't like him because of his hype, man. Fucking the fucking dots. It wasn't Rex. Rex wasn't the annoying one. It was this 6'5" Kevin Garnett looking nigga. I'll show you him. For you fucking novices. I'm an encyclopedia of this shit. I really grew up. This is all I ever had was battle rap. Since I was fucking 9. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm really a student of this shit. This nigga right here. I want somebody to do me a favor. Maybe I'll do it. YouTube Premium still getting ads. I want to let y'all know, y'all, you guys missold Premium. Yeah, I have not been a fan these first 2 months. And I don't know if I'm going to continue it. If you're going to slap ads on the front of my shit while I'm trying to react to shit, and I'm paying for premium, what the fuck is the premium for? So I can hit the skip in 5 seconds? If that's the case, I just watch the whole 30-second joint. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna get bored. Him, this nigga right here. Him right here. If you know Mook's career from the start, you know this face right here. If somebody wants to do it to see if they get it right, I'm not doing nothing wrong. If somebody want, for like the first week, y'all, I wasn't getting no ads. For the first week. First week, I had not got no ads. I said, okay, yeah, this fire. I don't think Sean was even running with Dot Mob at this point. I'll ask Rex to fact checker for me. I've never seen Sean's face in any Fight Club videos or any of these original videos. He was definitely not part of the Dots at this time. Absolutely. I'd bet money on it. Could be wrong, but I'd bet money that Sean was not around at this time. This was Nemesis, Dan Bars. This might have even been before Dan Bars because I don't recognize him, but this was definitely Nemesis, Rex, Mook. Those are the 3 rappers I knew in the Dots. Some of y'all don't even know who Nem is. You know? I want to count how many times this nigga said shh in this video alone. Let's see how long it takes him to do it. We just picked a random spot. 5:02. Let's see how long it takes him to say shh. Me Costa Zoo. Look, see it? Look, he did it. 15 seconds. Look, nigga said a hot bar. Nigga said hot bar. He don't even want nobody reacting to it. He don't even want the dots reacting to it.
Be battling this, but you winning, Ripley's wouldn't even believe that shit. Your people's gassed you, right? Like, is he that sick? I'm the end of the road. If you beat me, that's it, right? Wrong. Even your own niggas know this wasn't a smart decision for your career, Mr. Jones. Oh, and I feel bad about the management behind you, because when these labels see what I do, they ain't gonna want to sign you. And them niggas that's behind you, they ain't gonna laugh now, but I bet you, watch this DVD, look hard into the crowd, you gonna see a lot of your niggas not looking very proud. Listen, and he's an act. He don't rap. Hold on, he an act. He don't rap.
this is light. Cause like you see me pointing niggas and shit. He used to. URL has quarter lab, brother. What the fuck that mean? What that mean? You see URL just post my A Vicky song without asking me and put a $7.99 app commercial at the end of it. Did I fucking say anything about that, brother? Did I call Quarter Lab? Because I got Quarter Lab too. Did you know that? I ain't called Quarter Lab for that, brother. Did I? Yeah. You know? Appreciate it. But that'd be some corny shit. Niggas took A Vicky, posted it on the gram, and then put a app commercial at the end of it. I appreciated the love. Thank you, URL. I thought that was crazy though. Brother. You know, so you're right. That'd be some corny shit though. You know, niggas put the app commercial on the back end of the A Vicky song. I said I watched the whole shit. Download the app. You would have thought. Go read the comments. The comments was like, yeah, why would I pay $7.99 to watch this when it's free on YouTube? That's what the comments were saying. But it made me jump on the app to make sure they didn't put my song on there. But they did it. But they did promote the app with A Vicky. They did. It's a fact. Go on Instagram, watch the video now. You can skip it to the end. There is an app commercial. I am not on the app at all. You know? No, he said, oh, for only $7.99, you can watch the rest of Froze Diss. Nigga, they put the whole diss song on Instagram. My diss song only 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You know? The whole song. So, you know, they didn't ask me for that, and I didn't flag them. I appreciated it. You know, that was cool. They didn't have to do that. We not in no business at all. You know, some could say that was, you know, they might have been taking a little shot. I thought they were showing a little love though. You know, they posted everywhere about that app. If it was on the app, I'd have had an issue with that without a conversation. Come on, y'all. All right, I know we ain't talking years, but damn, and the last time we talked, it was Stu P, and y'all fired his ass. Yeah. Last time we had any talks, URL was Stu P, and y'all fired his ass. So that conversation don't even really count. We ain't talking 10 years. I'd have been a little salty. 20 minutes, Froze. 20 minutes. Ooh. The countdown begins. Yes, we will be running it live. We'll be running it live here. All right. Y'all go show love. Y'all, the zone. Y'all go show love to Mickey right after the live end. You know, stay put. Don't go anywhere. We will be live the moment it drops. You know, now Hongbach. I gotta go watch it. You know, I caught some movie references and shit, but Ong Bak wasn't really my speed. The joint he dropped yesterday, I didn't think it was corny. Reach back out and get booked there, Froze. No, I'm not sweating. Listen, I'm going to say something to y'all, but I don't want y'all to trip on what I'm saying. I got you, AQ. Get a membership, too. You know, you're doing a lot of requesting and shit in here. Why don't you go ahead and get a Frozen membership? AQ. Much love. Oh shit, what was I about to say? Oh, I am at a point in my career where I'm not retired. I'm not saying I'm never battling again. If I never battled again, I'd be okay. Everything I love, bro. If I never, ever had another battle in my career, I would be okay. I don't know if I've ever meant that more in my career. I don't know if I've ever meant that more. I know I felt like that before, but the older I get, the more I think, the more I can process information, and you know, mature. I'm learning to be sure before I move. You know, I'm learning to be sure that I feel a certain way before I start moving in that way. I'm supposed to have a battle with the big league this year. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I would like to have 4 battles this year if it's the 4 battles I want. I'm never, ever probably doing a battle again that has no meaning to it. I have 80 battles. I've been doing it for 15 years. I've created a platform where I'm doing something different. I think I've proven to y'all, and that's what I wanted to prove to myself. I think I've proven to y'all that I can sit on the couch for a year, then get off the couch and go win a battle. Then I can sit back on the couch for 6-7 months, get off the couch and go beat a Chiller Jones, clearly, who people for some reason thought I couldn't beat. Right? And once I proved that to y'all and myself, I said, all right, I'm cool. I ain't lose it. I couldn't have lost it. I couldn't have lost it. You know, I just 30'd the former King of the Dot champ and a Cody winner. You know? So, the sport has lost its aura and it has lost its prestige, and it's just different now. It's more of a strain to be a part of it when you're performing. It's not fun. You know, it's just different. It's not about loving battle rap or wanting to do it no more. It's just about what the sport is and where it's at. That's all. You know, I'm recording music at a rate which I haven't done in years. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm making this music jump or anything. I'm just on the different shit. I'm thinking bigger than 4,500. I'm thinking bigger than 6 bands. I'm thinking bigger than 5,000 to go do a battle. I'm thinking bigger than that. That shit ain't no money. It's not no money. And the work requires more than you're being paid, if you ask me. So, you know, it's just different. But we locked in here since January, since February, January, neither one of them. Since December 7th, we're now February 4th. I mean, we've been 2 months fired full on YouTube. I like the way it's going, y'all. I like the way it's going. Mickey Factz inspired me so much personally. I've been to Guitar Center 3 times. Yo, okay. I'm so inspired too, OG. Not by just Mickey. Mickey too. By True Foe, by B Magic, by Jay Mills. You know, these guys. Foe sent me. I don't know if Foe want me to say this. Hold on. Foe's so locked in right now. You still dropping your track today? I don't know when I said I was dropping a track today. When the fuck was you told that? Fo sent me some shit yesterday, and he was just like, Froze, I could drop this if I wanted to. And I'm like, I click on it. I have my headphones in. And I messaged him back, and I'm like, yo, you want me to write a video up for this? This is fucking amazing. Hey, Fo, you know you don't got a battle, right? No. This was last night. And, you know, I just told him how proud of him I was, man, and I was glad to see his YouTube and his music doing motion, because I remember Fo telling me a long time ago that battle rap wasn't. He didn't want to be a battle rapper more than a music artist, and everybody says that. But I truly believe Fo, and he's better in music than he is battle rapping. That doesn't mean he's not good in battle rap. Just saying, he's way better with the music. He's elite. He's elite with music. He's got mad potential, bro. Great sound and everything. Yesterday you said you dropping a song. You wildin'. When the? That's not what I said. Y'all didn't hear me. I said that I was dropping a video called A Letter to Averb. That was not a track. I said it was funny that Mickey is dropping a track that says letter to from Hitman Holla. When I came up with the idea to do the Letter to Verb video, I didn't see Mickey's title. Yeah, I said I was doing a heart-to-heart Letter to Verb video dropping today. I'm sorry if I wasn't clear on that to some people. My bad. Y'all, niggas thought we was getting a song today. Holy shit. My bad if I ruined your day, Brody. I'm in the studio. I got another studio session tomorrow. And not to mention, I told you I just bought my computer, and it's a Mac. So I will be installing Logic. I'll be recording myself. Like, y'all, February has been a really expensive month for me. But every dollar that I've spent has been a reinvestment, and I'm getting back to being motivated. That's where I was going. Motivated by these guys. I'm motivated. I've spent money, like money, just to upgrade my set, move my shit to my house. You know, being able to have more access, don't have to drive 20 minutes to the studio to try to catch an algorithm or anything like that. I could go right upstairs and hit that motherfucking live or drop that blog or record that song anytime I want to. That is going to take us to a different level moving forward in this year. Promise you. I promise you. Like, we're about to go into a different direction with these purchases that I've made. You know? And every dollar hurt, but every dollar count. And those is the dollars that you're going to remember spending when you did it. Like, man, I remember I was low. I didn't fucking have it like that. And I spent that shit. You know what I mean? You know, my loved ones supporting me. They telling me everything I need to hear. So we locked in. What was your easiest battle win? Johnny Alcatraz. Easiest one I've ever had in my life. Johnny Alcatraz and Speed Dollar. Speed Dollar, which was my first battle ever on a circuit outside of Philadelphia. Show Off. Show Off was damn easy. No disrespect to Show Off. I know he's a competitor. Ice. Damn easy. Oh my God, it was easy. It's surprisingly easy. Like, I was shocked how easy it was. Who was just fucking easy? Chilla. Shout out to the champ. And then the Cody winner, the future Hall of Famer. That was fucking easy. Very. It's a walk in the park. I am dropping Letter to Verb today, but it's not a song. It's not a song. I never said I was dropping a song for Verb. I'm not dissing Verb again. You know, damn it. I mean, Chilla Jones was, it was almost equivalent to, I don't know. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. And we and Mickey is dropping 10 minutes. Chilla, when he hit that Gramercy Theater bar, them were the days. Yeah, that was fire. Yo, Froze, drop a song. We dropping a diss. Song on you. I got you. I'm not mad at you versus good. Small room. Clips is one of the Clips is one of my most proud battles. For multiple reasons. Clips was my favorite battler for a long time. And not only was he my favorite battler, I viewed him as the best battler in the world for a significant amount of time. Right after like the post Hollow the Don era, we got into the Clips era, like right around that time. Boy, he was fucking talented and unbeatable. It looked like at a point. When I finally got to battle him, he was in that fucked up performance era where you just didn't know ever if you were gonna get a good Clips. I take pride in that I got a good Clips. That meant more than anything about the performance to me. You know, that meant something to me. That as hard as it seemed to get a good Clips performance, I give a fuck. Just dialed in Clips. How rare it was for me to get one. It was like, I just, you can't tell me, you can say anything you want. I'll just take that as respect. I'll take that as respect. In his mind, he was like, nah, I can't fucking play with Froze. Not Froze. And I was trending I was fucking people up at this time. You know what I mean? Slim, you got to stop laughing on cam. My lady think that shit cute. I mean, maybe she not just your lady, if you know, and maybe you just need to treat her better. You know, she should be able to laugh at another man without you feeling uncomfortable, good brother. You know, for a half a second, my inner ignorance almost overtook me on date night with my lady on Saturday. She had a beautiful dress on, a little short, but she was with me. Yiddies was yiddying. The cleavage was cleavaging. And, you know, we had this waiter that looked like, you know, fucking prime Leonardo DiCaprio. And, you know, I thought I caught him looking at them Yiddies a few times and I wanted to check him. But he was so good at his job and I was tripping. I mean, she got a dress. They out. How can he not see him? They big as shit. You know what I mean? So for a second, my inner ignorance, what the fuck boy looking at type shit. But come on, man. Your lady sitting with you. She can't laugh at another man without you know. Wow, you got to stop smiling on my cam, man. My girl like that shit. What? She might need to get away from you. Hell yeah, you tripping. Froze one is the call-in show. We'll do one tomorrow. I'll do a call-in show tomorrow. My bad, y'all. I'll open up the phone lines tomorrow for y'all. He do got beat a bitch energy. That's a Fendi. You know? All right, let's go. Where we at? We 4 minutes. Hold up, y'all. I brought myself, no Diddy, a little treat so I can enjoy the, you know, because I'm about to finish my tea. This is my morning picker-upper. Hold on, though. Yeah, I knew Mickey was dropping at 12 o'clock, you know, for the Frozone. So I went and got myself a vanilla bean. Y'all got a mean. We're going to enjoy this one. Yeah. Shitting me. Went and got myself a little treat for the dish. You know, I wanted to stop and get a little popcorn. I ain't had time, though. Bro, you only play sports games or you get... I just downloaded... This might be a sports game. I just downloaded... I just bought this ATV versus something fucking game, this dirt bike game. I'm rocking with it. I'm rocking with it. Salute, Froze. You're a real one. Much love, much love, much love. All right, Schmicky. Yo, it's a setup. Froze, he a swinger. That's what he trying to do. He trying to get me come through. That's what he trying to do. He want me to come through and crack his girl, and I ain't feeling the vibes. That's what he want. Bullets, they a swinger couple. We not. We not. We don't indulge. It's a no for me, dog. You know? Freak head ass. Want me to come through and treat your girl. Type shit. Big Mac said, I can't wait to say his ass. yeah, ATV versus motocross, yeah. Want me to come through and crack her shit. There's no. He went. Yeah, he on some cold shit. Freak ass boy. That's what it is. Nigga trying to flirt with me for his girl. Freak ass boy, no diddy. You got to stop smiling, bro. Fuck you trying to say? You ready to get a whole fade, not a nigga to hit your chick. Plague 4. It's only Wednesday. This means I think this is running all the way till Saturday. I think this is running all the way till Saturday. So I think, yeah. What's up, Clark? Mickey be overthinking his moves sometimes and it come out cheeks. I don't think Mickey's perfect. You know, but Mickey been damn good though. You know, if it's one John I can't really get with, it was yesterday, John, and it's just because I don't understand the shit that's going on in it. You know? I don't know. But, yeah. Sundays he rest. Them songs been mid. Shutter Island was nothing mid about it. You're wrong. Verbalize Plague 1. I don't think that was mid either. I'll give you Ong Bak. Store Runner. I thought Store Runner was good. I wouldn't call that mid. Solid banger. False Foe. Heat. So when you say a bunch of mid vids, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. Froze, you about to get him? Froze, I'm about to get him out of here. Oh, he been yik-yakking or something? You about to get Flip out of here? I feel like I see Flip in here all the time. Did I miss something? And look, Silk said yesterday was the best one of all of them. You know, but I think in the comments, everybody's an analyst when everybody's not qualified to be an analyst. Like yesterday, I wasn't qualified to grade Ong Bak, so I didn't. I could have sat up there and act like I knew what the fuck I was hearing, but that wouldn't have been thorough, so I ain't do that. And I'm somebody who can rap. I got credentials to analyze. Mickey took it into an area where I wasn't knowledgeable at. So you know what I did? I ain't graded. 1 minute, y'all. Hold shit. Okay, premiere will begin shortly. Okay, we good. Y'all ain't missed nothing. I know it's Verb doing the Showtime. I know it's him doing the Showtime pockets. I thought that was cool. I still can't get some of the punches and shit. You know, he's referencing shit where I'm seeing y'all be like, yo, that was crazy. And I'm like, it was? I'm not saying it wasn't, but it was, though. Why? Because I don't know. I hate being that guy. It's not fun being the guy to not know what niggas talking about. That's never fun. Oh, shit. We got action. Hold on. What you mean it's not it? Yes, it is it. Yes, the fuck it is it. Yes, the fuck it is it. Shh. Niggas always talking.
All day. What the hell is this letter doing on the floor? Don't open until February 4th? to Chaz Duncan from Hitman Holla. Oh shit, let me read it then.
How could you say it ain't hate? I got further than you and we came from the same state. You can't talk views, you $1 and a day late. What separates Hitman Holla is the pay rate. Ay, wait, that nigga losing weight. Just look at A face, I hope it ain't AIDS. You was like big bro, till I made you vacate. Saw how you move, just a rat in the snake place. But is this a safe space? Why you acting like you wanted to fight? Was it rage bait? Harassing me on my timeline from a Mayday. You and Sirius was booked, I had on a straight face. You was too scared, you a playboy playmate. Why you tweeted Nick Cannon? Yeah, we both sniggered at it. None of that shit landed. Why you said I'm buying views? Cause all of my shit jamming. Been plotting on my moves since I was a kid, damn it. Headline, that's the one. Hitman Holla grew. Classic first round. Meanwhile, Charlie bodied you. Stood right behind you too. Cause I'm a solid dude. But you wasn't there when I had to battle Arsenal. Then Summer Madness too. Me and John squashed the room. T-Rex got $10,000 out of you. Stood right behind you too. Cause I'm a solid dude. Next thing I know, you won the battle. So illogically. Jealous I was getting big. Why I made you mad, bro? But I played it cool. Wasn't trying to take it past flows. Fast forward. State to state touring. Getting cash flow. You moving state to state poor. Cause we know your ass broke. Living off men and women. No more friends are with him. Me 450 with ARP. I sent the image. Why you got mad about it? Cause you know you never did it. Whack 100 Zoom call. You live for 57 minutes. I'm marrying the girl I chose. Cause I love black women. Viral for the right choice. You settle for that one. Where all your acres at? Can we see that footage? You was in the small apartment. Christmas lights. Whack cushions. We all know your ass putting. Fake ass Kevin Samuels. You was asking can we talk? Nigga think he Tevin Campbell. Male Kerry Washington. Nigga just selling scandals. Please pray for St. Louis. Tired of your Twitter rambles. 2018 you said I did nothing for you. I saw it in some tweets. When I seen it I was scornful. Then the Gerald shit happened. Everything awful. Had to cut you off too. Now I just mourn you. Found you a couple fools. So you hit Twitter Spaces. Sad if you fuck with dude. All of y'all niggas jaded. Captain Marketable. Nobody marketed you. No label sponsoring you. No red carpet for you. Should've been ride or die. Yeah, I was down to slide. Ain't gon' be that though. Nigga, I was by your side. St. Louis to the death. Yet, line for line. Now all that shit dead. 911 homicide. Before I'm done with this letter, I wanna know why you lied. Telling people we was cool when you had conniving eyes. Always down for the fade. Drop the low, I'll arrive. Until then, fuck you. Hitman, dotted line, ball game. What we talking about, nigga? Bottom line.
Wow, this is powerful, man. Like, wow, man. I feel you, bro. Damn. Should I send this to somebody?
I ain't gonna lie to you. That concept was fucking fire. I had to remind myself twice throughout the song, wait, he is speaking as if he's Hitman. This is a letter from Hitman to Verb. That's fucking insane. And the timeline, these are all facts. This is most of this isn't this. A lot of this is facts. I'm sorry if you aren't impressed by this. Sorry that you're not having fun at the party. Like, yeah, we gonna run it back. See, on the first run, live run, I don't pause it. I don't like to pause it because it's the first run.
What's this letter doing on the floor? Don't open until February 4th. To Chaz Duncan from Hitman Holla. Oh shit, let me read it then.
How could you say it ain't hate? I got
That was smooth. That was a smooth way to introduce what he was about to do. Remember, this is not Mickey. This is a letter from Hitman. Listen to the song with that thought process.
further than you and we came from the same state. You can't talk views, you $1 and a day late. What separates Hitman holla is the pay rate. Ay, wait, that nigga losing weight. Just look at A face, I hope it ain't AIDS. You was like big bro, till I made you vacate. Saw how you move, just a rat in the snake place. But is this a safe space? Why you acting like we wanted to fight? Was it rage bait? Harassing me on my timeline from a Mayday. You and Sirius was booked, I had on a straight face. You was too scared, you a playboy playmate. Why you tweeted Nick Cannon? Yeah, we both sniggered at it. None of that shit landed. Why you said I'm buying views? Cause all of my shit jamming. Been plotting on my moves since I was a kid, damn it. Headline, that's the one. Hitman holla grew. Classic first round. Meanwhile, Charlie bodied you. Stood right behind you too. Cause I'm a solid dude. But you wasn't there when I had to battle Arsenal.
That's a great point, Hitman. I'm gonna be fair. That's a great point. Arsenal was a very, very intense battle. That was a grudge match. That was a video where both of them promoted the fuck out of that to the point where we did not know if there was really smoke or not. They was violating. You wasn't standing behind him in that battle, Verb.
Then Summer Madness 2, me and John squashed the room. T-Rex got $10,000 out of you. Stood right behind you too, cause I'm a solid dude. Next thing I know, you won the battle, so a logic thing. Jealous I was getting big, why I made you mad, bro. But I played it cool, wasn't trying to take it past flows. Fast forward, state to state touring, getting cash flow. You moving state to state poor, cause we know your ass broke. Living off men and women, no more friends are with him. B450 with ARP, I sent the image. Why you got mad about it? Cause you know you never did it. Whack 100 Zoom call, you live for 57 minutes. I'm marrying the girl I chose, cause I love black women. Viral for the right choice, you settle for that one. Where all your acres at? Can we see that footage? You was in the small apartment, Christmas lights, whack cushions. We all know your ass putting fake ass Kevin Samuels. You was asking, can we talk? Nigga think he Tevin Campbell, Mel Kerry Washington. Nigga just selling scandals, please pray for St. Louis. Tired of your Twitter rambles. 2018 you said I did nothing for you. I saw it in some tweets, when I seen it I was scornful. Then the Gerald shit happened, everything awful. Had to cut you off too, now I just mourn you. Found you a couple fools, so you hit Twitter Spaces. Sad if you fuck with dude. All of y'all niggas jaded, Captain Marketable. Nobody marketed you, no label sponsoring you, no red carpet for you. Should've been ride or die, yeah I was down to slide. Ain't gon' be that though, nigga I was by your side. St. Louis to the death, yet, line for line. Now all that shit dead, 911, homicide. Before I'm done with this.
Not gonna lie to you, I agree. That's a great comment. This sounds like some shit Hitman will rap on.
Letter, I wanna know why you lied. Telling people we was cool when you had conniving eyes. Always down for the fade. Drop the low, I'll arrive. Until then, fuck you. Hitman, dotted line, ball game. What we talking about, nigga? Bottom line.
Wow, this is powerful, man. Like, wow, man. I feel you, bro. Damn. Should I send this to somebody?
Love it. Love it. You know, this isn't normal what we're seeing. You know, I think we all have a preference of what we want a diss record to sound like. The truth of the matter is, that's subjective. I think a diss record should sound like A Vicky. Mickey is not dropping just a diss record. These are layered songs, and whether you think he's hitting or missing is up to the person you ask. But the truth of the matter is, the versatility is flawless. The range is flawless. The prestige of the production of the, you know, Mickey's the ultimate professional. I think people are so used to where rap and hip hop has went to nowadays compared to what the most purest form of it actually is. We've gotten so far removed from it that the purest form is now looked at as like, oh, this is mid. What? No, this is actually skill. These are the tryhards. These are the people with all the ability. And this is exactly why my letter to Averb will be dropping at 1 p.m. It's 12:11. My letter to Averb will be dropping at 1 p.m. And the reason why I'm dropping a letter to A-Verb is not to shit on him. It's not to talk bad about him. There's something that's been missed here. So you get caught up in, you know, everything that's going on, and you can miss some key points. I think there's a bigger story on what's going on here. Everybody just wants to be like, verb this, verb that. No, I think when you get out of the emotional attacking side, there is malpractice going on right now. There's malpractice going on right now. And I'm going to explain it in detail. To a point where it's not about if I think I'm right or wrong, or if I want you to agree or disagree with me. It needs to be fucking said. So I'm going to say it. If your friends won't tell you, Frozy will. Type shit. Hold on. Frozy, hey, you a medical marijuana patient or a recreational stoner like Froze? You in the DMV area? Most importantly, Rockville, Maryland. Hit up my good friends at Peak Relief Dispensary. They got the best products. We're talking about pre-rolls, shatter, sand, edibles, vapes, but most importantly, premium flour. And on top of that, they got the best loyalty reward system in Maryland. It's not even close. Head over to Peak Relief Dispensary. Tell them Froze sent you. That's 2001 Chapman Ave, Rockville, Maryland. If your friends won't tell you, Frozy will. So letter to A-Verb. That will be dropping today at 1 o'clock. Hold on. I love y'all, man. Creativity at its best is being displayed by John Mick. We gave him that name, didn't we? I seen people trying to claim that. Did somebody come up with that shit before I did? Because I thought I was the person calling him John Schmidt. This song humanizes Hitman so much. The song almost makes me sad. Mickey is so dope, man. I agree. I also want to be clear on something, too. Just so y'all don't think I'm glazing up munchkins here. I was never a fan of Mickey. I don't think you have to be a fan of somebody to identify how talented they are or acknowledge how talented they are. Right? Game, no game. But the truth of the matter is, again, Mickey just wasn't somebody that I listened to a lot. So, for me, there's no, I don't know Mickey that well. I've met him over the years, and we got each other's number. You know what I mean? But like we aren't friends or anything like that. And I also know the way that Mickey, like I watched him review disc records. Right? I watched him break down disc records, and he'll, from the first 10 seconds, he'll play the song. Boom, nigga say the first bar, he get his first line. Mickey pauses, boom, okay, one or two multi-syllables, it's okay. Right? So when he do that, I'd be like, damn, Mickey grading this shit on a different, Mickey came out the womb rapping. Literally. Somebody's born to be a rapper, that's Mickey. Right? So it's funny. When he did a reaction to A Vicky, I seen people, because he said it was good. He was spraying cologne. I think his show is called Cologne or Cap. So if you got a good line or something, he sprayed a cologne. And he charged $75 for it. Well, 75 for what? So when he reviewed A Vicky, and he was like, this is good, Froze, this is good. And I see people in the comments like, nah, fuck out of here, stop, Mick, you only doing that because it's against verb, this one syllable ass rhyming. So his audience is of the mindset of that. Not everybody, but that's a thing in Mickey's chat. Multi-syllables and triples and all that shit. They kind of like They're on that. So they're already grading or deducting off of your syllable rhyming. So they got on him a little bit in the comments that I saw because he said, "Hey, Vicky was hot," but it was a lot of one syllable, rhyming. I think that is one way of looking at it, but you can never just grade a song based off that or overly grade because of that. Hey, Vicky was a story from the start to the finish. That's very difficult. Everything in the story was true from start to finish. Well, that's pretty difficult too. Sometimes based off of the theme or the topic or what you're trying to deliver in a song, 1.5, 2 syllable rhyming is the best way to go. Literally. Like if you actually go to some of my battle career, you will be able to see me rhyme sentence for fucking sentence. You want to talk about multis? Right? So for that specific song, the way it was crafted was literally a story from start to finish. To execute that without having to bend story, 1 syllable fit. But you know what you have to make 1 syllable hit? Delivery, right? Yeah, you know, believability, you know, flow pattern, rhymes, on beat, all that shit matters when you're going 1 syllable. Hey, Froze, was everything true in A Vicky? Yeah, I mean, yes, it was. We did see, we got off of the plane, me and bros, in Houston, and we were trying to find the shuttle so we can get to the car lot where we had our rental. We had rented it on Toro, which is an app, so we don't have to sit in no long-ass line. So Houston has a big airport, and relatively every airport seems big when it's the first time you're there, right? So we're trying to find the shuttle to get to this specific parking lot in Houston, in Texas. I think it was our first time in Texas. This was at the heat of Hitman and Verb, like it's on site. Hitman got the money. He gonna pull up wherever Verb at. Remember that time when they was going through it? They were at that point. Like, oh shit, Verb might need to duck his taco. It could be real for Verb, maybe, potentially, allegedly. That time. Hold on, my bad. I finished the story, y'all. Freaky Froze said, nigga, you the standard. Writers respect your opinion because you're knowledgeable about a sport. You're also an elite participant and talk that shit, Freaky. Yeah, let's correct Tweety. It was only $75 for a chance to win an EP with Mickey, produced by me. It's normally $25, and it's prizes every night. Thank you for correcting that. I don't think you had to specify that you was correcting that to Tweety. I mean, she could have just been wrong. Thank you for the super. Could have just corrected it for us. Maybe she was just ill-advised. She was misinformed. I don't think there was no malintent by her saying the 75. You know, I don't think it was like anything like that. Thank you for correcting it, though, good brother. We appreciate it. The fuck? All right, so we finally figure it out. We get up to the floor where the shuttles is at and shit. So me and bros cross the street. We get to the wrong side of the shuttle. So we had to cross back over the street to get to the right side of the shuttle. And there was a guy sitting on a bench, and I noticed he was extremely overdressed because it was like 100 fucking degrees out this joint. It was literally like it was so hot, bro. And my fat ass, I sweat. It was so hot in Houston, bro. I can't explain to you how fucking hot it was. Like, not fake hot. Die outside hot if you don't have water. I promise you, bro. Like I told bros, I said, yo, I don't know if we had plans. We were supposed to do content videos. When we walked out of that fucking airport and that heat hit me with a 3-piece type shit, I told bros, I said, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if I could do this, bro. I actually might have to go buy 2 outfits. I'm gonna sweat my outfit out before I get to the venue. Be looking fat and fucking nasty, bro. This shit crazy. I'm not going nowhere. So we walk in, and this one dude sitting on a bench. All black on this shit, talking about the scarf, all that shit, completely covered, glasses. I would have walked past him if he did not say my name. What's up, Froze? I heard it. I stopped and I said, VZ? For sure. I said, yo, why the fuck you be, ask him if I'm lying. I said, yo, why the fuck you be burning me on them spaces, man? Me and him wasn't cool at this time. We ain't had no problems. But he got mad at me because I did the Power Moves event. I think it was Power Moves with Hitman when he battled Geechee, and he felt like I was like taking up for. He felt like I was taking Hitman's side through that problem when they was beefing because I went over there and did the job. So he said, "Man, I got to, man." I said, "All right." That literally was our exchange, and we got on the bus. And I said, yo, did you know that was Verb when we was crossing? He said, bro, I had no fucking clue. He was like completely covered up. He fucking had a scarf. This nigga was dressed like it was 2 below. I cannot be 1,000%. I cannot be 1,000% sure that he was disguising himself, but with the conditions, how hot it was, how he was dressed, how I didn't recognize him unless he spoke, kind of came off like he was in disguise. I'm not saying he definitely was, but if you put a gun to my head and made me bet money, I would say for sure. For sure. 1,000%. Even though I can't be 1,000%. Make sense? Texas heat's different, bro. It's just different. Yeah, it's embarrassing. You should be embarrassed that it's that hot in Texas. That's embarrassing. And it should be. Y'all really arguing about this 75-25 shit? It's crazy. What y'all think about that mix? He said, is Freaky a real person or is that Froze Burner? Come on, man. Stop it. When the fuck did I have time to super chat myself, yick yucker? I know Freaky. That's what's crazy. Folks getting too comfortable in the zone. Go ahead, mods, cook up. Cook up, especially if you don't recognize niggas. You know? Track was cool. Okay. Let me put a little piddle up. No Diddy. That's what we got to start doing. Y'all, I mean, I want to see what the people say here. Letter from Hitman. Fire, mid, ass. We're going to be cutting dry here in the zone. Man, that was it fire, mid, or ass? Because to me, mid, not ass. They 2 different things. What you think about Piranha getting the Rock battle? I don't know. Respectfully. Hopefully he don't end up getting beat up again or ran down on because he was saying he wanted to fight so many people. You know, they was on his ass. You know. Hold on, let's get a little. I'm not. I don't feel like the game is appreciative enough how we got that song moved up to 12. I know y'all think I keep saying it, but it's fucking true. Like, why ain't nobody be like, yo, appreciate that from the zone? We put that call in. We put that yucking call in type shit. I was expecting some new visitors pulling up today being like, hey, Zone, we appreciate y'all getting that done for us, especially if you a Schmidt fan. The fuck is that about? You know? Come on, man. Let's finish the show off. Try to get bros to can we get bros to 6? We can't get him to 700, can we? Nah, ain't no way. I put the link in the chat. That's bro's page. Make sure y'all go check his videos out too. His damn, this why Smack wiggling his shoulders been at 940 for fucking 4 days. We just trying to get him to 1,000. I need everybody to go watch why Smack wiggling his shoulders like this during the Remy Ma interview. He start talking about Remy. He start leaning back and shit. Bro's trying to monetize so he can go live for y'all. He need a 3,000 or 4,000 watch hours. He gonna get to the he gonna get to the 4. He should get to the 1,000 subscribers before he get. I'm refreshing. This shit ain't even moving like that, y'all. Y'all be like, yeah, fuck out of there. We ain't trying to really hear that bro shit. I got a conference call at 1 o'clock. I got 50 for the letter to verb to drop right now. I appreciate that, Primo. I appreciate that. It'll be the fire thing is it's not a live, it's a drop, right? It's not a live, it's a drop. You keep your 50. I'ma still drop it at 1 o'clock. Your friends won't tell you Frozy will. I appreciate that. Now you know. Come drop a sub off or something. Get that 50 ball. Froze, I ain't tripping, man. He keep his 50. You know what I mean? Or he can just send that through on the strength because he froze on. You know? The shit ain't even the shit ain't even green yet, y'all. Chill. 1 o'clock. It's 12:30. We getting greedy around this joint. It's 12:30. On top of that, 1 o'clock ain't even that crazy unless you talking about Ralph. He got a conference meeting. Everybody don't got no fucking conference meeting at 1 o'clock. Only Ralph do. So y'all cool. Why don't y'all go get a little snack? A little beverage or something. Replenish. You know? The fuck? Cassidy dropped again. Cool. I heard Bon drop too. Say that shit for tomorrow. Respectfully. I don't be liking Bon attitude when the fuck she talk about me. So we ain't rushing to do nothing she doing. But on the strength that I ain't no turkey, tomorrow morning show, we definitely gonna go listen to Bon shit, but not the fuck today. Shit. Yeah. No, I don't be like she be always having a little slick, little fly shit to say to Froze. We ain't rushing to do nothing she doing. But I'm gonna get to it because I'm thorough like that. Your friends won't tell you Frozy will. You feel me? Motherfucker ain't about to. Yeah. Motherfucker ain't about to be late to nothing for that. Respectfully. I fucking can't stand Froze fat ass feeling mutual. I don't give a fuck. Me neither. Feeling mutual. All right, we cool. We ain't got to draw on each other, nothing. Feeling mutual. I'm like you neither. Cool. That was more people gotta just be growing like that. You know, cool. We, you know, fuck it. We don't like each other. with something about our energy just don't blend. Adults got to be cool with that. That don't got to be you violating, doing all that extra shit. You feel me? We ain't gonna do all that. Maybe we just can't. Maybe our our chemicals just don't balance out. Type shit. All right, y'all. I gotta get moving. I got some shit to do. Hey, it was a great show, great morning show. Make sure I ain't got no supers before I get up out of here. Tweety, I'm right on your ass for them timestamps. As soon as the video over, motherfucker, get right in the comments. Damn, my G, could we get the timestamps? 2 hours of the live that ended for 8 minutes. That should be cooking me. Damn, bro. Can the fucking video render and let me know if it's good to go? You need them timestamps on God. All right, well, everybody. Okay, 80%. 17 for the mid, 3 for the ass. All right, Mickey, you got another one. You feel me, King Pooty? Mickey got another one. 80%, 83%, fuck, 80%. 17 said mid, 3% ass. 192 votes. That's a good sample size, no diddy. 1 o'clock. Letter to verb. Your friends won't tell you first as well. I'll see y'all tomorrow.